King's is a family. It's much more than just an education. The philosophy taught at King's relative to caring and compassion carry on each and every day. And the Presidential Hope Scholarship Fund provides that ability for us to tangibly help folks on a current basis.
The Presidential Hope Fund is a scholarship fund for students that are struggling a little bit, that may need a little extra help, whether it's to help them pay for their tuition, some of it's for room and board, some of it's just to help them buy their books.
Many of our students come from working class families, and many of them are first-generation college students. Some of them face very significant headwinds after they're here on campus and are unable to finish their education here at the college. The Hope Fund is a tailwind that we can give them to kind of push them along, push them through.
The Hope Fund fills these gaps financially, but it is a clear message to these young women and men that the King's community cares for them. All who support the Hope Fund are hope bearers. I was thrilled when Tom agreed to accept the 2018 Father Lackenmier Award for Achievement and Leadership. As chairman of the board of directors, Tom models for us servant leadership. He is ever present, he's a steady hand, he's a guide, he's a reference, he's an opener of doors, he's a donor, he's a friend.
I believe there is one key element that when I think about Tom, which is the highest standard. The highest standard across the board, the highest standard in terms of ethical values, the highest standard in terms of quality of the job, of the knowledge. Is one of the most knowledgeable finance person I will work with.
That passion that he has for what he does, his ability to interact with other people, to get them to come along with what he's trying to achieve. The fact that he interacts with people really at a personal level and engages them, it's an amazing attribute that he has.
I would say the things that stand out to me about Tom is first that he's just very genuine. So he's authentic. What you see is what you get. He operates at the highest levels of integrity. Regardless of whether I've worked with him directly or not, I've always found him to be of great counsel and someone that is always willing to help others.
The students love him because he's just so caring to them, and like he always has an answer for them if they want to talk with them, and he's helpful in trying to help them get jobs, and he's just so available.
Well, Tom serves as a role model for many King students. He's worked with graduates, he's mentored students along the way, he's hired and coached so many King students. I can't think of a person who has done more for King's College than Tom Smith.
After he got out of high school and he went to start going to college, every summer he would work down at the toll bridge, and right after he'd get finished down at the toll bridge, they would go up to the racetrack. 2 jobs he would work to pay for his way to school and whatever he had to do. He was a go-getter, and he's still working, harder than ever.
It's really touching to hear the stories of the young men and women who have been recipients and how that it has changed their lives.
It's one less thing that you have to worry about, and it allows you to focus on what it is you came to King's to do.
I'm a first-generation college student, and my family has had a lot of trouble coming up with the funds to send me to pursue my education, so that helped us out a lot.
When I got that email, I was the happiest. It was the best moment I've had for the last year.
I know I'm always going to have a place at King's College, and in large part, it's due to the Presidential Hope Fund.
Receiving the Presidential Hope Fund has encouraged me to join the Student Alumni Association so I can be able to help future students in need.
I was ecstatic, I was happy, I was crying, because if not, I wouldn't be able to attend college.
I was overcome with joy because it solidified for me that I was not taking this journey alone.
I remember becoming very emotional because I was so excited that I received this award, and I knew that I could continue my education at King's College and become a teacher.
It's allowed me to finish, what's been in the works for 4 years. If I did not have the Presidential Hope Fund, I simply wouldn't have the funds to attend the college.
I now can prosper and not worrying about the stress that I put on my parents. I can give them a little bit of leniency and their goal of owning a home finally.
In life's journey, you're going to have a lot of ups and downs, and you'll face many obstacles. When I hear their stories of some of the hardships that they've encountered, you want to help them. You want to help them get there.
The quality of any place, any nation, any city, any location is really linked to education in terms of giving people moral compass, the right values. My experience with the King's graduate has been that they all have those qualities.
In many avenues of life, there are challenges that come, and this type of support is out there. And so being willing to stay to the course and reach out to folks that may be able to help and look for these types of opportunities is really important.
It's so rewarding to see that, and the fact that King's is willing to make that commitment, and that the alumni and family and friends of King's College are consistently coming back to help. It's just very rewarding overall.
Because of your support, dozens and dozens of students who need help will receive it. Their dreams can be realized, their hopes achieved, their lives made better. All because of you. Thank you.